Triple Creek Aerodrome is a reflection of one man's dream, a place where people with an interest in aviation could gather to be entertained, learn, share experiences, and most of all, enjoy fellowship. Pat Harkness created a special place with a culture where people treat each other with a type of kindness and respect that is so essential to our well-being, yet such a rarity in today's world. He and hundreds of volunteers have spent over a decade sculpting the facilities you are about to see. And work is never done. The creative mind of Pat and the volunteers never stop working to assure a never-ending list of ways to continually improve the facility. Let's join Pat and John Harkness at the Learning Center.
This is my nephew Pat here, and Matt Crane. He was
our facilities manager.
Yeah, and Rob is our CEO, and he looks after everything.
My name's Pat Harkness, and this is my Uncle John. Uncle John had 37 nieces and nephews. I was one of them. Rob Roy, how are you? Appreciate you being out here. Uncle John's going to be 100 next month, on the 25th of June. We're going to have a humdinger of a party for him with his family over at Harkness Hotel. He's going to have a couple hundred of his family to come in to celebrate. Very proud of John. Think about his family. They met, his mom and dad met in 1895. They married in 1895. And they started a family that gave me my 36 cousins. I was in 37. And we still have 16 of those living that'll be there for the party. But his folks met and married and really had 10 children that all turned out to be pretty good citizens. His mother lived to be 100, and at her birthday, she addressed us and says, "Our family's been good, and I've lived to be 100, and I don't want to live much longer, but I want y'all to make sure that you keep our heritage going and you do good things for the community and take care of your families." And she passed away a month later. So John has a long line of good, healthy people.
All these small planes that you see all the way around the building here are what we call U-line controls. And U-line control, you have a cable that runs to the airplane, and you hold an instrument in your hand, and you move it up or move your arm up or down, and the airplane will go up and down. And each one of these planes will bought by our manufacturer, and each one of them has a written history. And we will be going down, and one against the wall up there that doesn't have any fabric on it was built by one of our friends, Buford. It took him about 6 years to build.
Pat Derrick, our guide for the day, takes us through the hangar where many planes are on display.
Child out here, Ben Templeton, so that he could take a trip on his left on his graduation day. He skipped his graduation from high school at age 18 and began a journey in this airplane by himself to all 48 states in the continental U.S. This is a map of his trip. It took him 35 days. He flew the airplane for 140 hours. It doesn't go very fast, about 60 or 70 miles an hour, that's all. A little fuel, seats too, photography up front, doing all the photographic work with no restrictions whatsoever in terms of visibility. Usually they would fly them relatively low. And you can do that safely because you've got two engines It will fly on one engine. In fact, it will even take off on either one engine. Okay, some of our kids, students, whatever you want to call them, coming along in their aviation career. So John's place. Any other questions that you have while we're here in the hangar? I know we've got a lot to see because there's a lot to see at Triple Tree, but you got any questions? You can ask them either now or when we get back on the bus. I'll go with you to the next stop, and I'll be with you on the bus for the whole trip.
Now taxi to the runway.
We'll be out of here in about
they're way even over, way over there. Yeah, they have something every week. But this is a national. Wow. There's a tiger.
So what would you do?
It's a Clemson. There's a Clemson one, yeah.
Now it looks more like Tennessee colors.
Yeah. And I really wanted to see. That's why I rushed over here thinking I'd do all this. He was done.
Very, very much so, but how easy. With that in mind, we have a straight 8-4-inch measures. When you run out, it's super light window. Gives the layer
In U-line flying, these planes are much smaller, and the plane is attached to a long wire, and the flight is controlled by the extended arm going up or down to raise the height of the plane or lower the plane, and simply rotating the body 360 degrees to make a circular flight.
nice and easy, see? Look at there. I wanted to.